How you doing? Introduce yourself to everybody right now.
Hi, I'm Gelie, and I'm the founder of networkingphoenix.com.
Not just any Gelie. This is Gelie Ackenblit, and we welcome you back to AZTV. You were an interesting person before because we were talking about networking, and we're going to talk about it again in part one. Because we decided your life was so fascinating that we had to have you here for two different parts. First of all, will you please define networking so that everybody is talking about the same word and the same definition?
Absolutely. Well, a lot of people have heard of networking, but a lot of people don't really understand what that really means. So networking, the way I define it, is that you're always constantly networking, and what you're really doing is building a circle around you, circle of friends, because people aren't going to want to help you unless they know you, like you, and trust you. So, and same thing if you're looking for a job, right? They're not going to recommend you if they don't know who you are and if they don't like you. So networking is kind of like an umbrella. Think of it as marketing, right? Under marketing, we have public relations, we have social media, we have advertising. Same thing, networking is a big umbrella, and under that we have different things. We can go to networking events, we could meet somebody in line at Starbucks, at work, you know, we could have lunch with different people. So networking looks very differently than I think what a lot of people think it looks like.
The chances, though, of meeting somebody that's going to be important to your future in line at Starbucks, it's a little risky, right? Isn't it probably playing better odds to go to an event smoothly moving into the one that you've got coming up?
Well, absolutely. So networking events are a really great way to go and network and meet people. But here's the thing about networking events. A lot of people think that what networking at a networking event looks like is that you're going to attend and you're going to run around the room, hand out your business card, collect other people's business cards, and that was your networking event for the evening. But I call that really bad promoting. That's not networking. Networking is if you show up to one of these events and you actually have interesting conversations with people. You get to know them as people, not just what business card they're handing out. You share information about yourself as well, and you're looking for those connections.
Sounds like speed dating.
Kind of, sort of, but not really, because you could walk in a room of 100 people and only have one conversation that evening, but that one conversation could change your life.
Well, would you lead me through it, though? Because we want everybody to feel comfortable about attending this event and thinking that maybe some results will take place. So I walk in the door, and what do I do, and what happens to me?
Well, the first thing I always tell people is try to get there a little bit early, especially if you're a shy networker or if you've never been to a networking event.
And where is there?
Well, this particular one is going to be held at Talking Stick Resort.
Ooh, neat place.
Yeah, in the ballroom. So once they get there, I mean, we're expecting 1,500 people. There's going to be a lot of people there. So if they get there early, they'll see a smaller crowd at the beginning. And you know, say hello to some of the volunteers, just introduce yourself. People working the registration, they might be able to introduce you to somebody else. And then walking into the room, it's basically a giant ballroom, and they're going to see different exhibitor tables, and they're going to see people in the middle just mixing and mingling. So, you know, you're going to walk in and just start having conversations with people.
So I can go to the individual exhibitors.
Yes.
And they are there exhibiting their firms, their businesses, their wares, their services,
correct,
right? Because I don't want to meet 1,500 people who are there for the same reason that I am.
Yeah, no, you don't want to meet all of them.
Then, after I do that, do you find consistently, and I'm assuming that the answer is yes because you're in the business of networking, do you find that these things pay off more often than they don't?
I think it depends on how good of a networker you are. For me, you know, I kind of fell into this business. I didn't wake up one day and say, I'm going to start networking and create a business out of it and, you know, quit my job. But
what did you fall out of into this?
I was doing internal employee communications for a corporation, a big corporation.
So it's kind of related.
Similar, yeah. My background is communication and marketing. So what happened was I just started networking because I was looking to see what opportunities might be out there, and I just started having conversations with people, and I realized, you know, because I'm able to have conversations with people and actually create this large network, that's how this business came about for me. So I think So much of it really depends on the individual. I mean, obviously for me, it paid off in ways that I didn't even dream of when I started. And I think it absolutely can help people find jobs. It can help people land clients. I know for me, I've had people come up to me and say, because of your event, I found my recent job. And that doesn't mean they showed up to my event and found a job right there, but they met somebody who knew somebody.
Networking.
They were networking.
Who will I meet? Give me an example of some of the people who are going to be there as exhibitors.
You're going to meet small business owners. You're going to meet entrepreneurs that have all sorts of different ventures. You're going to probably meet people in transition. You're going to meet some larger companies that might be trying to promote their business to consumers. So, you know, with 1,500 people in the room, like I said, it's a variety of different professionals.
The next most important thing, now that we know that it's a talking stick,
yes,
is to tell them when it is.
It is on Monday, August 29th. And it's from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay, so you've got some time to plan then. I really love the idea, though, that you are getting people together in a large area so that it isn't one of these at a cocktail party, you know, jammed into a phone booth. And sometimes the facilities are oppressive, and they don't make for a comfortable elbow room and an opportunity for people who otherwise might be shy about introducing themselves. That may be the toughest thing for people.
It may be, and that's, you know, so what's interesting about this particular event and some of the other evening events is that they're a little bit more social networking events than maybe an event that you'd attend in the morning at 7 in the morning or even at luncheon.
But this is August the 29th at what time?
6 p.m.
At Talking Stick, just off the freeway, just off the 101.
Correct.
You can't miss it. It's with the big tower and a whole bunch of people either weeping or cheering because they won. And you can go through the casino, if you like, directly to the ballroom, and you'll find a whole bunch of folks at Gelie Ackerblitz networking party. But who is this Gelie Ackerblitz person? You'll find out in part 2. I promise you, it really is, as Paul Harvey used to say, the rest of the story.